Hello, hello. I'm here. Hi, me again. Different background. Some of you just saw me 5 minutes ago, and I rearranged my entire island and decided that I needed a different backdrop. Hi, Kissimmee, Florida. You guys, hello. Sorry, the sun is a setting. And yeah, jump in here. We've got about 4 minutes. I might have to change the direction of my, I need to. Glendora, are you as hot as we are in San Diego? Or are you on fire? Oh, whoops, I know he's going the right way. Okay. Okay. Hi, all. Hello, in Robin Williams' voice. Okay, I'm going to move down. Here we go. I just look better when the camera's up higher. Hi, everybody. Welcome to my studio. I literally just. Hi, Darla. I literally just moved my island, which is not an easy move by myself. Um, okay, everybody says they need your Tracy fix. Hi, Linda. You should get your fix within 2 minutes. Is that Gilbert, Arizona? You have to be hot too. Hi, you guys. It's 3 people. I was just in your Artful Journey group talking. And excuse the sun rays that are popping through. I'll try to move over here a little bit more. How about that? So I decided all of a sudden that I'm going to change. New girl here. Oh, we got to break the new girl in. Hi, Kathy. Welcome. If you guys are new, Roberta said Twilight in Oklahoma. Roberta, I will be teaching in Oklahoma in May. Jamie, hi Tracy and your Artful Journey friends from smoky Northern California. So I'm going to start out today by talking about what I've been up to. But if you all are familiar, I cannot believe Colorado got snow. I live in Southern California. Right now, California is on fire, and Saturday, was it Saturday? Saturday, we had a fire that broke out. Thankfully, was not in imminent danger in my area, which was good news because we've been hit a couple of times, and it's very scary. Ramsey, welcome to you. If you guys are new, step up. I'm Tracy Weinzaffel. This is my studio. Linda said cold and rainy in Michigan. It has been hotter than blazes in California. This weekend we hit all-time high temperatures of, Saturday it was like 112 or 115. And about all we could do was stay in the air conditioner or air conditioning or go to the pool. It was really not comfortable, and we had fires. It was unpleasant. The sky is just ominous. Diane, welcome to you guys as well. So I just want to bring y'all up to speed. I am in the process of welcoming all my new members to your Artful Journey, and all weekend, I took the weekend off to just regroup, relax. I really wanted to have a 3-day weekend, and I came back feeling fantastic. In fact, I came back, I drew this on Sunday, just fooling around. I always feel better when I come back. And then I drew this on Sunday. And I will tell you that on my Facebook page today, I did 2 shares. One was a slideshow of this entire album, which is just, I consider my journals to be like a Diary of My Life. We're going through a bit spell, I guess. And these are all featured in that slideshow. I also shared a slideshow that from a year ago, maybe a year ago, not even, yeah, a year ago, maybe over, maybe a year and a half, 2 years ago, maybe it was 2 years ago. I don't even know what year it was. This was my coming back to life album. I lost an aunt unexpectedly to cancer very quickly, very close aunt to me. And then one of my best friends had her second bout of cancer that involved a bone marrow transplant, and she asked me to paint her pillowcases. And long story short, I went back to art journaling. So I shared this because it came up as like a memory for me. So if you're looking for inspiration or you want to take a peek, those were both posted today. Thank you. I like to share, I don't know what the hell was going on this day, but none of my pages get torn out, so they stay for better or for worse. And to this day, this album still speaks to me. And I just finished this one, and if you're wondering, oh, my tree guy is calling me. Oh, I'll have to call him back. Doesn't everybody have a guy? Kenny the tree guy? I started this book June 19th. I think there's 20-something pages. 30 pages. I finished it like August 20th, 2nd or something. June, July, August. I mean, so it's about 2 or 3 months. So none of these are forced. They're chapters in my life. And if you're wondering and you want to take a peek, they're there for you to peek. So today I'm just going to do a quick drawing demo. I just pulled my next book out. Hold on. Let me see if I can add that. Yep. And this book is the book I'm currently working in. And I flipped the page and look at that. Looky-loo. So I like to do... Oh, Donna says, I just want to be able to flip through all your journals. Well, come on over, Donna. They're all here. Every one of them from day one. Never throw them away. And, oh, it's like a coffee table book. Thank you for saying that. I hope it's an interesting one. So I don't have a plan. This will be, you know what? I could just draw. You know what? I'm going to start a page. I'm going to start a page. I'm not going to necessarily, I don't, if I'm doing a quick demo, I don't necessarily finish the page, but I'm going to start the page. And of course, I'm here to answer questions, but I really need to go somewhere at not 5:30, because how many journals do I have? Well, one of my Facebook Lives, we took a walk down memory lane. These are my idea books too. And I don't remember how many. I have a ton. I have mixed media, I have acrylic, I have watercolors. So there were, I don't even know how many there were. Anybody remember? This book I'm using currently is watercolor paper. Somebody just asked that. And I do sell these particular journals. These pages come out and they go back in on my Facebook page under the shop tab. So if you're looking for journals, I buy them by the boxes. I buy them by the boxes, if that makes sense. Okay, so I don't really know. I just have this idea, but I don't even know. I'm not gonna finish it, so don't get all mad, but I will eventually do a time lapse of the entire thing. And let's see. Oh my goodness, Nancy, I bought a bunch of those books. She just asked me about the hand. I bought those to sell, and I never put them on my website. The answer is no, I didn't, but I did buy 3 of them to sell because people asked. Yes, I do art journal with, black paper, but I tend to paint my paper black and then I art journal on it. I don't really have an all black art journal. All right. So that answers that question. I don't really know what I'm doing. Okay. So let's see. I have this idea, but I don't know if it's going to work. I bought 3 of those and I was going to put them, they're gorgeous, they're paper, they're handmade, blah, 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 blah. But I haven't had time to get anything. Just haven't had time. I will make time. I am going to make time. Because time is my friend. And if you do have any questions, by the way, I guess I could show you the whole screen. Nobody wants to see my mug. If you have any questions, by the way, this is just a Sharpie, so don't, no sacred ingredient there. I had this idea, but I don't know. What kind of black chalk paint do you recommend? Really, I used to work for Deco Art, so I love their black chalk paint. I think it covers really well and it dries really quick. So if that's what I would recommend. That doesn't mean there's not other good ones. I just know specifically of that one. I don't know if you could tell in my office, I have a lot of paint, but okay, my idea that I had in my head is now already to heck because I already started with this giant flower. But you know what? Maybe that idea in my head wasn't that great. Maybe it was just not meant to be. So I do watch the questions. I can't answer them all. When I really get into things, I just get lost. So that's how it goes around here. But anytime I start a drawing with you guys, I do finish it. Jennifer just said, maybe the idea in your head was that great, but it just needs to evolve. I actually think that might be the case. I didn't really think it through. If you guys wonder what prep goes into me drawing, it's not what you think. Oops. Oh, it's looking good so far, they said. So here's something I love that your Artful Journey members are connecting with is me talking about how you hold your pen. And that is not with a death grip, but let the pen just do its thing and just, I don't know, loose. Oh my goodness, this feels so good. Sorry, it's been a while since I've just been able to. No death grips. I really had this idea in my head that I wanted like this flower border, and then I just wanted all the colors to run down the page. That was my idea. That's not to say it's not going to work. It's just I didn't envision, like I envisioned a bunch of smaller flowers, but then I just got crazy with this bigger flower. That was kind of what was in my head. Well, it could still work. Look at this. Looking forward to the insightful beauty, also known as not crap in your head, as I start with your journey. I don't know if I can help you with the crap in your head situation, but I do know that this is something that works for me. So maybe what I'm going to do is try what I'm saying. You know, if you don't try, you won't succeed, right? I just want more in here, though. Hey, this is my first live as a member. Oh my goodness. But your true first member live is next Monday, if you can make it, because that's when we're going to have our big old welcome. Welcome, Dorothy. Welcome, welcome. Okay. I know that this was going to be something, but I don't know, so we'll just make it another one of these. Wow, you guys, welcome, welcome, welcome. This is awesome. Karen, you should have already gotten that. If you don't, drop an email to support@yourartfuljourney.com. You should have already gotten your welcome email. That went out pretty much, I think, right away. And then you just need to join the Facebook group. I'm really filling this page up. Maybe it won't do what I think it will, but maybe it will do what I think it will. All right. This could be a bust. Wouldn't be my first one. Oh, hi, Donna. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That seems fair. You know what? I'm going to try it. Okay? I'm going to try it. Why? Because I said so. So now, oh goodness, I hope I have water in here. I just got a set of messy watercolors. Two sets of messy watercolors. So let's get messy. And then I'll probably have to finish this later. So, God, my watercolors are looking disgusting. I do have a special guest next week that I should probably mention to you. And she happens to be here at the moment. Donna Clark, come on down. You're the next contestant. No. Now I don't know if this idea I have is going to work. Oops. You guessed it. It's Donna Clark. Wow, we got got a lot of people here. It is watercolor paper, Megan, to answer your question. Okay, guys. Anybody nervous about this? I am. Oh my goodness, Donna. No pressure, but next week you will be my special guest. Oh, I don't like that color. Too pink, too pink, too pink. I seem to be in, I don't know. I'm going to do this fast and I'm not going to care. You know, I always do better when I just paint as if I don't care. Oh, she just said she's ready. So if you guys want to send me embarrassing questions to ask Donna, no, I'm kidding. I won't do that to you, Donna. I might think about it, but I'm not going to do it. She actually has some fun stuff. I kind of feel like I should have painted the background first. Yes. Okay, I don't know who just popped into my driveway, but I don't want this to dry. Like, I want to just try something and see if it works. I'm using a Dynasty Water Lily brush. It's a watercolor brush. I don't want this to dry, but I'm sitting here debating, and that would cause things to dry. So stop debating and just paint. Okay. You done golfing? Okay, we're going to try this. Joey, I'm online, by the way. I really don't know if what I'm about to do is going to be a giant bust or a giant, but we're going to give it a go. I'm going to paint this as fast as I can. Then I'm going to get obsessed with it, and I'm not going to want it to stop. All right. You know what? A little more yellow. Oh yeah. All right, and now I'm going to do something that might not work, but let's what the heck it. It's what the heck it. Please, kids, don't try this at home. I mean, I might have to go back in and just add a boatload more color, but oops. Donna, do you paint? All right. Oh, that was supposed to be a spritz, and it ended up being a, oh, there we go. Oh, I need a little more color. So my idea is just to let this all, I know. Don't worry, I can always add more color. I really want it to go down the page. So I'm going to continue to do this. If at first you don't succeed, try again, try again. If you don't succeed, try again, try again. Now, let's get some more rolling it down the hill, rolling it down the hill. Stop following the same path, please. Go somewhere else. Thank you very kindly. No, my idea was to have more color, so I guess I just need to paint more color on here. And I'm going to embrace the white space, which I'm probably not going to embrace the white space. Okay, hold on. Let's just get more, oops. Let's just get more colors in here. You know, if you're tuning in for the first time, you better give me a chance tomorrow that this will be done and will turn out, because that's how determined I am. And I'm just going to keep adding color until it runs down the page and I'm super satisfied. There we go, keep going. And two, oops. Now, the one way I will get this to move faster is if I, there we go. Yes. Okay. Fine with that. I know I'm probably getting questions, but I'm too busy trying not to. Come on, run down the page. Go. Oh, not the side of the page. Run down. There we go. Thank you. Now, you wonder how am I going to fix this ugly mess? Well, I'm going to throw a heat gun on it. Uh-oh. Okay, just move my table, so, okay. I'm going to, oh, this is red. Oh, well. Let's throw some red in there. Diane wants to know, when you talk to your pages, do they ever talk back? The answer is every single time. Also, when I go to paint things, like I have certain things, like when I paint like my wine barrel, I will talk to the wine barrel and say, what are you meant to be? How are you going to shine? How are you going to, it's kind of bizarre, I know that, but I do feel like things just come to life. Now I want to embrace this white space, but I'm having a hard time, so I'm going to continue to soak things down a little bit. Oh, it will be fixed, but it's just not, it's not doing exactly what I wanted to do, but it's kind of doing what I wanted to do. The red will probably run a lot faster. That will help me. I want to embrace the white space, but I don't want to have a ton of it. Yeah, there goes the red. Like, that's going to make me happy. Yeah, there we go. I don't know if you guys can see that, but the red really helped dip into that. Yeah, the answer is I sometimes, like, just looking at this page today, I was kind of like, what are you going to be? What are you going to, there we go. And then if you just want to get it to see, okay. You know how I said embrace the white space? I left no white space. That's pretty much me. Okay. There we go. Now, I'll just dump that off. Ooh. Donna, you better write like a, I like walks on the beach. There we go. Here. Now I'm going to try and catch this movement and just like, see, now I can push it around a little bit. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm kind of happy with this. Just going to get rid of that. I'm just forcing some air to get that to dry so it doesn't, I'm going to repaint some of these now. I'm going to just come in. And then this way. Good. Doesn't have to be perfect. Yeah. Doesn't have to be perfect as I paint it perfect. I know it was kind of a hot mess, but I'm kind of loving the fact that it is a hot mess. And is that red I'm using? I don't really think that's red, but I'm going to go for a more, oops. I'm going to go for a more red here. Oops. Okay, Maureen says she loves it. She might be the only one right now, but that's okay. We're going to save it. I'm not going to leave right away. I'll probably save the details for later, but 6 o'clock, I'm doing fine. Yep. I love yellow sometimes. Okay, I'm getting looks wonderful. Okay, guys, thank you for encouraging me to keep going with this thing because I believe I can fly. I believe I can. Okay. Ooh, people are saying they're going to try this technique. I wouldn't name this technique yet until we discover if this technique is really going to get off the ground. But I am kind of, to be honest with you, I'm kind of really okay with it. Kind of the more it runs and the more it blends, yeah, 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 yeah. Yep, yep, yep. All right, one more color. What is this color? I feel like that's awfully like that color, but I feel like I've thrown out pink all over this thing, but that's okay. Maybe I needed to throw out pink all over this thing. Oh, we're getting, I think it looks awesome. I think the devil is going to be in the details on this, but you're all being really patient with me. This is not, I did not have a pre-plan. Right now, there's probably about 20 people out there going, well, that's obvious she didn't have a plan. I use a lot of acrylics, but this is watercolor. I like to water my acrylics down too. Have you done that? I like to play. I also like to say there are new rules because who likes those? Ooh, this paintbrush is way too big for what I'm trying to do. But okay, you get the idea. It's done. I'm not gonna, yeah, I'm not gonna obsess over this. And I'm gonna dry it so that I can add a little more. What is that? Oh, that would be a line I drew. Oh, Diane just said drawing with you helps me get out of my head. I like that. Drawing with you helps me get out. See, I put these away. These are not acrylics, these are watercolors. I'm going to add a little bit of detail, and then I'm going to, that's it. Like, I would say I could have done this with the background first, but I really didn't know what colors I was going to use. I didn't really have a plan, and that's fairly obvious. You do want to make sure, okay, yeah, that's pretty great. Okay. Okay, Nancy said, this is what I love. You just keep adding to what you think is not good. Oh, it's going through the ugly right now. Let's be real clear. We hit the ugly stage and we need to pull this bad boy out of here quickly before I hyperventilate. Ooh, that paper is so hot. I think I'm melting the tip of my pen. Oh well, it wasn't important anyway. Ooh, 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 ooh. Mm-hmm. I'm still sticking with the relaxed grip. The you know don't need the death grip. That is not a necessary hold. Ooh, kind of okay with this. Hmm. Ooh, you know what's gonna look good here? Okay. So I'm just really going over the same exact thing I did. I mean, there's no surprise there. Now we're gonna shade the inside of this. So you guys, oops, sorry, I can move this down. You'll have to let me know when I get off the screen. Oh, you know what would be really even better? Okay. If I smudge some black and let that go down. Oh, yes. Sorry. Okay, when I stop talking, that means I'm really into it and I forget that I'm here. Haven't even used anything but a Sharpie and some watercolors. So don't tell me you need a bunch of supplies and you have all these excuses of why you can't create. Okay. Okay. Give this flower eyelashes. That's what they look like to me. Oh, is it out of focus? Hold on. Let me fix this. Let me straighten that up. Shouldn't be out of focus, but I might need a little bit of light now. The sun is going down. Sorry for those of you who, I kind of have to play with the light a little bit. Let's see if that spreads a little bit of joy. Sorry about that. Okay, just made sure it was Sorry, my light needs to, come on, move over here. Get a little closer. How about that? You know, is that better? Sorry about that. The sun sets in my office and, all right. So the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to just take, and then I've got to go, but I will, this is a Stabilo Aquarella bow, believe it or not, that is on its last little limb. Okay. Now, if I do this and it works, great. If I do this and I ruin the whole thing, not great. Better. Okay. All right. I am going to try something. I'm just gonna, please, oh yeah, please go. Please go down. Yes. Please go down. Yes. Oh yeah. I don't want to do too much to this, but I'm going to spray it. All right. And, okay. I'm not going to do too much more to this, but I just wanted to, yes. Okay. Do, 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 do. And I like those big droplets. Thank you. Don't be cringing, people. You can trust me. I was cringing too. Okay. The whole dang time. Okay. Y'all think I'm not nervous and my stomach is clenched up into tight little knots? Yeah. I just wanted it darker. That's all I wanted. I'm putting this piece of paper through the, and then I'm going to tear off the, I finished this. I mean, I'm not going to do much more to this. I really do want the smoky edges and the black. I did want that. Now, if I use this on here right now, it's going to melt right into there. Yep, it's melting. It's melting. Yep, I wanted it. Sorry, I wanted all of that to do that. I just want to dry that. I like that it's smeared. That was the whole purpose. Oh yeah. I used water. All right, one last thing and I'm done, I promise. And then I'll tear the tape off, we'll call it a day, and we'll never talk about this page again. No, we will. I'll do a little slideshow of this tomorrow or next day or something. And then I gotta hit the road, Jack. This is just some white fluid acrylic paint. You know, I am super glad that I just get to do this. Oops, I don't go too far there. I put this book through the ringer today. So you guys cannot tell me that you cannot pick a piece of paper up and a Sharpie and just not go for it. I mean, that's pretty much, these are some watercolors. Go out, get some praying watercolors. I was going for the grungy flowery look today. And I feel like this middle is not popping enough, but I gotta think for a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. Well, if in doubt, bring it out. Hold on. Ah! Well, I needed paint and a lot of it came out. Okay. I can make the inside of this look grungy too. Okay. I realized my paint needed to be shook up, but watch this. Okay, oops, I'm burning the paper. Hold on. I'm gonna do, I'm gonna tear the paint off, or the tape off. Okay, are you dry? Are you dry? Yeah, good. If in doubt, just make it darker. I hope my pen is working because there we go. So I'm done. I can't really keep adding because then I'm just going to be mad at myself that I just. Okay. Remember the big reveal. It is grungy but awesome. Oh, you know what? I said I was just going to do a quick demo and not finish the page, but I kind of think I'm done and not going to obsess over this. Yes. Yep. I'm done. I will show you how this, I will post a photo of this. Oh, here, let's bring me back. I will post a photo of this all done and completed. Hold on, raise this. Oh, the sun is a giant orange orb. Okay, probably tomorrow you'll get the completed photo of what this looks like, but for right now, that's what it looks like. And I do like a little slideshow of it, but there you go. I mean, this is an example of kind of was in my brain and fell out. All right. I will try to put together a slideshow when I get home tonight. Is it complete? Is it done and completed? Isn't it? I don't know. I don't really touch things after. Might get a little black border, but nothing insane. I just needed something grungy. I don't know. All right. Thank you, guys. I'll see y'all next Wednesday when I will be back with another episode of Facebook Live. You know, I wish I could point the camera out there because with the smoke, it is so, the sun is just this big orange and there's like smoke in front of it. It looks very pretty, but it's ominous. Okay, thank you all from the bottom of my heart. Do you ever paint on the back? Yes, I sometimes do, but watercolor paper doesn't really warrant it. See, watercolor paper is treated so that it really does lay pretty flat. I mean, I really attack this with the heat gun, but it'll go flat. It won't bother me. Do you ever paint on the other pages? I typically don't, but sometimes I do. Thank you. So happy to see you all, and I will see you all next week where I have a special guest. talk to y'all soon. Oh, oh, wait a minute. You just disappeared. Yes, I will see you all next week where Donna will be my special guest. Yes, have a really wonderful night. Please stay inspired and pick up those Sharpies, those brushes, those pens, all the supplies you've been collecting, and get hot. Thank you.